Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News, in your daily wrestling newscast for Saturday, October 26, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with the last night's WWE Smackdown broadcast live on the USA Network from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. In the main event, the Motor City Machine Guns team of Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley defeated the Bloodlines Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa to win the WWE Tag Team title, following an assist from Jey Uso.
Main event is here! Unloading on Tama Tonga! Spare! Scream it with me, Cole! Jey Uso back in the fold! Payback time against the man who cost him the Intercontinental titles on Raw Monday night, and now the Motor City Machine Guns. Up top, down they go. Here's the cover. They did it! They did it!
Prior to the finish of the match, Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso had come down to the ring to offset the interference of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, with all four brawling to the back. The title match came immediately following Sabin and Shelley defeating Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa to become the number one contenders to the tag titles. SmackDown opened with Randy Orton calling out executive producer Paul Levesque and accusing him of protecting Kevin Owens. After initially refusing to make a match between the two, Levesque finally capitulated and announced Orton and Owens would take place next Saturday at Crown Jewel.
I hope to God you all know what you're asking for. You want Kevin Owens at Crown Jewel? You got him. Randy, from this moment forward, I suggest you protect yourself at all times.
A face-to-face interview segment between WWE Champion Cody Rhodes and World Champion Gunther ended in fisticuffs.
And you want to mention guts? All I do, my whole career has been built on guts. The path less traveled has been made up with my own guts. You want to know what guts are? Guts is ending a civil discussion like this and taking the first shot. Oh, Cody Rhodes has had it up. And Rhodes with the right hand, and now he goes after the world champ Gunther.
The ring general obviously pushed the wrong button on the American Nightmare.
Oh!
Ludwig Kaiser came down to help Gunther until Randy Orton chased the heels off. Carmelo Hayes and Andrade fought to a no contest when special guest referee LA Knight attacked both men. Later in the show, SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis ordered Knight to defend his United States title against both Hayes and Andrade at Crown Jewel. Also on the show, Naomi defeated Candice LeRae following a distraction from Bayley, who had come down to ringside to counter interference from LeRae's partner, Indy Hartwell. And All Elite Wrestling presented Rampage last night on TNT, featuring matches taped on Wednesday at the Maverick Center outside Salt Lake City, Utah. In the main event, Ricochet defeated Nick Wayne. Following the match, AEW International Champion Konosuke Takeshita appeared on the entrance ramp and stared down Ricochet.
God, here is the international champion. The man that has been on the mind of Ricochet, the man who has cost Ricochet the AEW International Championship twice. It is the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita. And a battle between these two men seems almost inevitable.
In other results, the Undisputed Kingdom's Matt Taven and Mike Bennett won a three-way tag team match over the Gates of Agony in the team of Lee Moriarty and Shane Taylor. Anna Jay defeated Layla Gray, and the Beast Mortos went over Beef. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.